Well, good morning, everyone. How great is it that even though we can't meet together in person, we can still meet online and listen to God speak to us from the Bible? Well, today the adults at church are going to be learning that we come into God's family not because of anything we've done, but only because Jesus has died for us. And so I thought today the kids would like to learn something similar. We're going to be looking at a story, a parable that Jesus told a group of people. It's a story that Jesus told a bunch of people who thought that they were good enough to get into God's good books. But it's a story that shows us that only those who trust in Jesus can be friends with God. So let's take a look at that story now. Now, one day when Jesus was gathered together with his followers, there were some people there who thought they were better than everyone else. These people looked down on everybody and thought that only they were friends with God. So Jesus told them this story. Two men went into the temple to pray to God. One of them was a Pharisee, a religious teacher, and the other was a tax collector, a terrible sinner. Now, when the Pharisee entered the temple, he stood as far away from the tax collector as he possibly could. And he started to pray to God like this. God, I thank you that I am not a sinner. Thank you that I am not greedy or dishonest or unfaithful in my marriage like so many other people. And I'm really glad that I'm nothing like that tax collector over there. I go without eating for 2 days a week, and I give you 1/10 of all the money that I have. Thank you that I am so good. Now the tax collector was standing far away. He did not think that he was even good enough to look up to God in heaven. He was so sorry for what he'd done. So he pounded his chest and prayed like this. God, please have pity on me. I am a terrible sinner. Well, Jesus told them, when the two men went home, it was the tax collector who was friends with God and who was pleasing to God, not the Pharisee. If you put yourself above others, you will be put down in your place. But if you humble yourself, you will be honored. Well, kids, we've seen today what kind of person is truly friends with God. Now, it's not the proud person, the person who thinks they're better than everyone else, but it's the humble person, the person who says sorry to God. And so you see, kids, God rejects the proud people. God rejects the Pharisee. He says no to them. And God won't accept us if we think we're better than other people, if we think we're good enough for God. But God will freely and wonderfully accept us if we come to him like the tax collector, if we see that we're not good enough for God, if we show that we're sorry for our sins, and if we trust in Jesus alone. Only then can we become friends with God. And so, kids, let's pray now that God would help us to be humble like the tax collector and not proud like the Pharisee. Let's pray. Dear God, we know that just like the tax collector in the story, we are sinners who need forgiveness. We thank you that you sent Jesus into the world so that we can be friends with you. Thank you that life with you is the best kind of life. Please help us to be humble like the tax collector and not proud like the Pharisee. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.